Hey, it's your old pal Lucid Stew again, and this time we're going to talk about embossing or engraving symbols on your sculpts. We're going to do this by utilizing a combination of small edits, surface snap, point of view, and added copies. So let's get started. You can use any shape with this technique, but all of my examples here will be using spheres. My background is red and my symbols are blue for contrast. This is all one sculpt. I have surface snap turned on and my camera is pointed straight down at the surface I'm working on. I'm going to start by laying down a single sphere. Because surface snap is on, that sphere will be exactly halfway into the surface. I will then clone that edit by hovering over it and holding down L1 and R2. You can then release L1 after that, but you want to keep holding R2 for now. With R2 held, you're going to move that clone somewhere else and spam D-pad left to fill in the gap. The camera point of view will keep your clone roughly at the surface. Then release R2 when you've filled the gap. By doing this, you can create lines of sculpts between 2 points in 3D space. However, if you release L1 and hold L2 with R2 still depressed, you can use the right thumbstick to rotate your clone. When you do this, all of your added clones will rotate in between. A quarter rotation will give you a quarter circle. 180 degrees of rotation on the clone will result in a half circle. 270 degrees will be a 3/4 circle, and a full rotation will be a dot. But if you rotate it just shy of 360 degrees or offset it a little, you get pretty close to a full circle. To engrave, just use negative shapes instead of positive ones. The nice thing is that if you don't release R2 after you've added all your clones, you can rotate or move your initial clone around and manipulate the shape. So you can change a segment of your symbol in real time. Right here I'm holding both L2 and R2 while using the right thumbstick. And then here I'm releasing L2 and moving the initial clone around. I'm using the motion controls, but you can also do this with the left thumbstick. And then you can hold L2 and change the shape from a new ending position. You can create whole symbols this way by breaking them down into curved and straight segments. You can then grab the edit on the end of a segment, clone that, and extend the shape. This way you can create the letter P or a question mark. Speaking of that, if you have any questions about this technique, make sure to leave them in the comments. More techniques on the way when I come across them, and more videos about adding life to your static scenes coming soon. Until then, I'll see you in the Dreamiverse.